What is going on, guys? Patrick here, going out thrifting today. Gonna take a look. Oh, love new carts. Love to find that. This was recorded on Friday. I was able to get out at lunch again. As you can see, the store is pretty busy. I thought I saw an Xbox One controller here, which it is, but it was pretty beat up, corded. I'm just not even gonna worry about it at that point. I wanted to go take a look at the video games, but the guys looking at the records there were in my way. So I headed to the back of the store. Everybody seems to be trying to get everywhere at once here. Last week I found a nice DVD VHS recorder. No such luck this week, just regular DVD players, a couple printers, a couple other things that I wasn't interested in today. So I headed back to the toys. There's that new cart. Wonder what she's going to put out. I always do a quick pass around the store first, just catching the things that seem maybe like they're obvious to me. Something here did catch my eye, so I put it in the cart. Um, Kept on going. You could just see this place is just filled with people today. It's still kind of scary when COVID's still going on, but get out, try and find a few things, try and have some fun, bring you guys with me. Thought that might be like a neat case full of something, but it looked like it was just beads. Took a quick look here at the board games. With the good eyes, you can see that that Jumanji game is still taunting me from the bottom shelf down there. Otherwise, I didn't see anything that was too exciting. There's a couple Disney trivias there. My wife and I have really enjoyed playing those, but they are a little bit old now. Like the trivia is a little bit out of date, but it's still fun. I went over here to the toy section, took a look at all the toys. There's actually a bunch of bags out with like filled with a bunch of different fun things, but nothing really caught my eye. Like in order to buy one of these kind of random bags, I always have to find at least one thing that catches my eye. You can see there she's putting out some new toys, but I didn't really even see anything that she put out that looked too exciting. Just lots of just kind of normal toys today, which is pretty common, right? You gotta hit there when you're lucky. So I headed up to the front of the store to look in the case, hoping to catch them slipping, right? Want to see if they have anything interesting. There was a Wizard of Oz action figure there that was sort of interesting, and then a lot of the same stuff that's been in there. Oh, who's that sitting there? That's crazy. I really like those Walt Disney Showcase right there, the Disney traditions. They can sell really well, but $39.99? No, thank you. No, thank you. I have picked up a couple of those at garage sales in the past for anywhere from $5 to $10, and they sell really well. You can see up here, I love to look at the figurines. Not a lot going on there right now. It does remind me of like my favorite joke, which is what mouse walks on two legs? It's Mickey Mouse. And then what duck walks on two legs? You might think it's Donald Duck, but it's actually all ducks. I know, I know. I'm about to be a father, so like I'm working on my dad jokes. Gonna hit up the mugs back here. Always looking for Starbucks mugs. Always looking for Death Wish coffee and kind of some other things as well. Thought I saw a Ray Dunn back there. There's also like this other series that I've been looking for, which is Bible verses, and I've seen a couple of those sell pretty well. I mean, like I've said before, you're not going to get rich off of them, but you might be able to sell a $2 mug for like $15, which is pretty cool. You can see there was a Dunkin' Donuts mug down there, which almost looks like Starbucks. And they're just not quite as collectible yet. Took a look over here at the bakeware, looking for Nordic ware. You can see there's not a ton of it on the shelf right now. So, I took a quick look through everything. I always try and bend down as low as I can go to see if somebody's maybe stuck something down where it should be. There is a Nordic ware buntware there, but you can see it is kind of beat up. Those are going to sell, but probably $5 to $10. Always going through the kitchen devices over here, looking for Villaware, maybe the occasional waffle iron, like some of the good ones, and then the pet item as well. You want to look for those electric fences. I did find one of those last week, actually. You never know when one's going to turn up. Wow, the wire section, you can see it was just bare today. I always take a look to see if I can find any video game controllers hanging here, maybe an old Nintendo AC adapter, could be a Nintendo or PlayStation AV cable, right? Those are specific to the systems. So always looking to pick those up. I'll even pay up a little bit for them sometimes, maybe like $3, $4, $5, just so that I have them when I end up picking up those systems during the summer. they're usually missing either a power cord or an AV cable or controllers. So just always looking to just keep like a box of that stuff on hand. Wow, I just tore through the electronics here, just looking to see if there was anything fun up on the shelf. I didn't see anything. You can see the empty cart here. I got desperate. I went back to look at the backpacks. There's a couple interesting ones here. I did look them up, both of those up online. You can see though they wanted $10 for it, so that's just a lot for a backpack. I headed back to do a really thorough look through the toys. This looked pretty interesting. I don't know, $6 though was a little bit much. Maybe I would have been interested more like $3. Um, I think that's a Beyblade arena there. Those have a little bit of value, not a ton. Lots and lots of Nerf guns. There's a neat like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cosplay thing back there. Some fun swords, a lot of baby toys, but not a lot what I'm looking for, right? I'm going to be looking for 80s toys. I'm going to be looking for Transformers. I find them occasionally here. Anything else that just kind of sticks out to me, right? Like especially action figures, I'm going to be looking for those on the pegs. But over here, sometimes I'll even find boxes of Legos, or I'll find boxes full of other ephemera, the occasional Lincoln Logs. I love dinosaurs, so like I'm always looking at those as well. Occasionally, Little's Pet Shop bins full of those. You never know what you're going to find. So I always try to do a thorough look through here, see if I can find anything. Not a lot today. I did end up getting that Legend of Zelda sword that I put in my cart, but I think that was the only thing that I got that day. Come back tomorrow. I will take you through everything that I found today or that Friday at Savers and everything that I found the next day on Saturday. That Hot Wheels set was pretty cool looking. Like I said, I'm about to be a father, so like I'm looking forward to all the fun stuff that I'm going to get to play with my kids. And Hot Wheels is up there. All right, so now we're going to transition over to Saturday. I always do a quick spin through the video games and then head to the back of the store. I have done really well in the Savers the last like 3 weeks. So I just feel like maybe my luck is going to run out here. Let's see if there's anything good. You can already see that the shelves are a little more bare. I used to actually own that alarm clock there that was a CD player slash alarm clock. Seeing some interesting things down there today, looking at this a second time. I was in a hurry. My wife and I had an appointment, so I had about 30 minutes to be in the store, and I really wanted to be able to do 2 or 3 laps, let them put some more stuff out. So just really did a quick look at everything over here. It's a lot of the same stuff that's been here the last few weeks, right? Lots and lots of DVD players. There's a couple other things. Looks like there's a couple stereos. There's a couple receivers. Oh, that was fun. Did a weird spin around there. You could see there's even like the Tony Hawk like Pro Skater board down there. There was a couple of these Guitar Hero controllers, which I'm getting desperate if I'm putting these in here. This one's a Rock Band controller. I figured I'd at least look them up and see if the values have changed on them at all lately. Headed over to the toys. There's lots and lots of stuff on the shelves. You can see like just how many bags there are. It's almost all cars though over there in that corner. Normally it's action figures, so they've done some kind of a restock here. You can see looking at the little handheld electronics here, I'm really looking for just solitaire. The rest of them, some of them can have some value, but solitaire, those sell really well for me, usually within a couple of days listing for anywhere from $20 to $30. I'm looking for them constantly during the summer, and I usually find, I don't know, one every other week or so. They sell really well. Sometimes they don't work, so you're going to have that bad investment. Very similar stock to what they had at the other Savers the day before. Lots and lots of these little bags full of toys, but just nothing's catching my eye. So head down here to the larger toy section. Um, Immediately something does actually catch my eye right there in the middle, and I'm going to go pick it up here in a second. I love anything that's brand new in box. I don't know if you can see the price on that, $3.99. I don't think I realized that when I first took a look at it, but I definitely picked them up, put them in the cart, and was going to look them up at the end of the trip here. Come back tomorrow and see if I ended up picking them up or not. Um, that little kid over there started talking my ear off about all sorts of toys. He looked like he was just there to have fun. He was looking at those models up there. There's about 5 of them. All of them are sports cars. I just randomly pulled down one and looked it up. Most of them were selling for like $5 to $6. So I put it back. If I had a little bit more time, I probably would have looked all of them up just to see if any of them had any value. I know that looking them up after the fact, I found a couple that looked like they were selling for like $15 to $20, but the ones that I looked at really quickly there on the shelf, again, $5 to $6, some maybe $7 on a good day, and I think they were ended up being like $2.99, $3.99. So just no profit. You're probably going to end up losing money. So I headed to the front. You can see even the shelves here are just kind of bare. Just that happens, right? Sometimes these stores just don't get a lot of inventory. They haven't maybe had a lot of people in to be able to process through their inventory. So sometimes you just got to look deep for the value. And this wasn't my day as far as that. I only had 30 minutes. So I'm doing the really high level look, just trying to just see, is there anything? And nothing's catching my eye. So I head back over, take another look at the video games, just trying to see, is there anything that I could buy cheap enough to maybe bundle them? There was actually a couple of GameCube games there, which if you follow any kind of gaming sales, like those are starting to get kind of rare. Like almost any game is starting to get up there where you're not seeing them very often anymore. So I would expect the prices on those to start going up in the next year or two. We'll see. We'll see. I've sold a bunch of them over the last couple of years for a good amount of money, and it seems like the prices just continue to keep going up. Uh, there's been some speculation that the older systems, like Atari, has gotten to where it's super, super common. Nobody's really looking for that. Everybody's starting with the Nintendos really and going from there. But the speculation is that even the old Nintendo games are going to start falling in prices and just be as cheap as the Atari games are. Which, if you're paying more than $1 a cartridge for almost any title in Atari, you're probably paying too much, honestly. They're super common. I've actually got a couple of bins of them in my storage unit that I just haven't even gone through. I know some of the systems can go for a little bit more. Um, of course, you got to have the time though. You got to be able to go through them, make sure they work. With any video game, you just got to make sure that you can do it. So you saw me go through the electronics, and then I headed back here. And what's this? Oh yeah, that's Nordic Wear, $5. That's going in the cart. Love to find Nordic Wear. That is what I'm going to be looking for all over the place. This looked interesting. Thought maybe it might be Nordic Wear. It had nice, solid construction, but you could see it was unbranded. So I do a quick spin again through this aisle, looking for more, looking to see if there's anything else that's interesting. I'm also going to be looking for um, mixing bowls that are nice, looking for any other type of bakeware that may have a maybe brand new. Right, bakeware doesn't have any moving pieces. It's super easy to list. You can see there's just not a ton of interesting stuff up there today. Here I am in this store looking at the kitchen gadgets. There is a rotisserie oven down there. I've sold a few of those. They're huge though, so they're really difficult to ship. If you can get the 6000 series is really what you want to look for. Those can sell for like $200 to $300. Getting to the end here, headed to the back to look at the books. I'm going to be looking for Stephen King and Harry Potter mostly, and you want to get them as low as possible. Before we end here, I want to remind you, if you've liked this content, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're interested in seeing more of this content, please subscribe. I'm going to continue to do this until, I don't know, until I get tired of it, I guess. It's been fun, and I want you guys to come along with me. And Stephen King, to end us off, come back tomorrow and see what I got.